Behaving Wealthy presents the High Worth Shift podcast. Behaving Wealthy. Be, have wealth. Who do you have to be to have wealth? The only difference between rich and broke is worthiness. Your behaviors and your habits are a reflection of your feelings of worth. I'm Robin A. Young, and I'm here to give you enough simple rich behaviors to increase your worth, your wealth, and your freedom. In fact, my promise to you is that every rich behavior I share could yield you 3 times richer results, creating your high worth shift. Welcome to the High Worth Shift podcast. It's Robin A. Young, certified financial planner and CEO of Behaving Wealthy, and I'm so excited that you've chosen to spend your valuable time with me. Today, I'm going to share a baby step that can yield you at least $100,000. Committing and taking that step is your $100,000 decision. It's time that you knew how to get your money working harder for you. This will forever up-level your standards because you deserve it. I want you to know how much you deserve when you invest your money, your time, and your love. There's a minimum standard that is worthy of you. Today, I will share that with you. If you're ready to up-level your life and have more to show for your hard-earned income, this is how you do just that. First, you must know the difference between an investment and an expense. An expense pays for use items like food, gas, and clothes. On the other hand, an investment is defined as using current money in exchange for more future money. And the secret is to establish a minimum goal return for your investment money. Your goal return for your investments should yield at least a 300% return for you, or in other words, a 3 times ROI or return on investment. There are 3 types of return: money, time, and love. A money return on investment equals more money for you. Let me show you what more money can mean for you. It's critical that you understand how return works so that you can get what you deserve. Let's say you invest $3,000 in an investment. A 1 times return on investment equals a 100% return. A one-time return on investment, or ROI, means that if you invest $3,000, then you should get an additional $3,000 back for a total of $6,000. That's the $3,000 you invested and the $3,000 return. A 2 times return on investment, or ROI, means that if you invest $3,000, then you should get an additional $3,000 back. That's 2 times the original for a new balance of $9,000. That's the $3,000 you invested and the $6,000 return. Are you starting to see how this works? A 3 times return on investment equals 300% return. So that means that if you invest $3,000, then you should get an additional $9,000 back. That's 3 times the original investment of $3,000 for a total of $12,000. That's the $3,000 you invested and a $9,000 return. Make sense? For any investment you make, I want you to expect a new standard of 3 times return on investment, or 300% return. Now, let me show you how a time return on investment works. Remember that everyone has the same amount of time in a given day. However, some people are more efficient and productive with their time. You and Oprah have the exact same amount of time in a day. She is maximizing hers to yield billions. It's your turn to maximize yours. A time return means that you create efficiency that gives you back hours. A 1 times return on investment means you get 1 hour back. A 2 times return on investment means you get at least 2 hours back. A 3 times return on investment means you get 3 hours back. A time return on investment gives you more time for more sleep and more fun and more money, which is an added benefit of getting your time back. You can choose to make more money during that additional time. Let's say, for example, that you decide to use your additional time to earn more money. Your hourly rate is $100 per hour, and you've saved 3 hours per month. That means every month you have 3 extra hours to earn an extra $300. Month 1, you're $300 richer. Month 2, again, you are $300 richer for a total of $600. And every month, you could be $300 richer. Month after month after month after month after month, more $300 and more $300 and more $300, month after month after month after month. And by the end of the year, you could have an additional $3,600. There are a lot of expenses or items you can buy for $3,600 because your time is so valuable. I will help you take it back. The third type of ROI is a love return. If you invest $3,000 and you could get back a $12,000 money return and or 3 hours back, or you could just enjoy more fun with those hours, or you could have more time for pleasure and your truest desires, which means that you will have more of what you value and love most, which means less money anxiety, less money worry, and less money doubt. This is called the ROI cycle. More money, more time, and more love. Repeat. I am making you a promise that if you execute one rich behavior, you could get 3 times richer results. Our behaving wealthy promise is one rich behavior equals 3 times richer results. In other words, every rich behavior we share could yield you a 300% return, either money, love, or time. I'll share a case study of a client who was wasting money. According to the investment research firm Motley Fool, the average American wastes $139 per month. I believe that statistic because before my client started working with Behaving Wealthy and me, he had a $167 per month profit from a real estate investment property. But he was wasting that profit. He was wasting his profit because he didn't have a separate rental property account, which meant that his personal bills and rental property expenses were commingled. He was spending that $167 profit on his everyday expenses instead of maximizing his profit and getting a 300% return on it. He didn't have anything to show for his rental income and his hard work. Then he started working with Behaving Wealthy and me. I helped him take the baby step of investing the profit into his retirement account. That one rich behavior of automating that $167 every month will yield him over 300%, which means he is now maximizing his profit. Guess how much that $167 monthly profit will be worth in 23 years for my client? An extra $107,000 for retirement. Would you like an extra $107,000? First, you must stop wasting money. What are you wasting every month? How many hundreds of thousands of dollars are you leaving on the table? On average, you may be wasting at least $139 per month, which is why you ask yourself, where did my money go? If you can take a baby step, then your baby step rich behavior can yield 3 times richer results. Remember, small changes can equal significant results. That's a 300% return. Are you ready to get your 300% return? Trust the behaving wealthy process and take your one rich behavior. Here's a secret about me. My superpower is breaking down esoteric, abstract, and complex topics into easy to implement baby steps. When I feel fear, the only way I know how to avoid paralysis and procrastination is to take a baby step. It's worked for me. It's worked for my clients. Baby steps can work for you. Remember, no judgment, no shame. Just take a baby step today. Every baby step rich behavior I share is designed to yield you 3 times richer results when implemented. My paid clients always receive how-to guides with step-by-step instructions. I love holding the hands of our clients when they need support and accountability. I found that when people don't execute my rich behaviors, there's usually a worthy block in the way. Your mindset matters. Your mindset determines your actions. Your consistent actions determine your habits. Your habits determine your results. Your results determine whether you have a rich or broke experience. So what's blocking your riches? Why do you procrastinate or not take action? The only difference between rich and broke is worthiness. Low worth triggers unhealthy and unproductive fear and opinions, unhealthy and unproductive worry and doubt. Low worth leads to heavy emotions and a scarcity mentality, and ultimately broken habits. Low worth means shame. High worth helps you stop making poor money decisions, which I call broken money decisions. If you have low worth, then you need a high worth shift. I will help you make the high worth shift. This worthiness shift is necessary to take consistent rich behaviors that yield the sustainable richer results of true financial and life freedom. I will show you how to shift from low worth to high worth. Shift from fear to desires. Instead of fearing that this process won't work for you, visualize what it'll be like to get a 300% return and have your money working so hard for you. Shift from opinions to facts. Instead of focusing on negative assumptions, focus on committing to this process and doing your part by focusing on the facts. Shift from worry to wants. Instead of worrying about what could go wrong, think about what could go right. And in the future, imagine that your new standard is 300% on investments, maximizing your money and having more to show for your hard work so you have all the wants that matter to you. Shift from doubt to confidence. Instead of letting doubt spiral into paralysis or procrastination, confidently make a list of questions that you need answered. When your questions are answered, doubt dissipates. Shift from heaviness to lightness. Instead of expecting the worst case scenario that triggers heavy feelings, expect that you're on the right road toward what you really want, which will make you feel hopeful and lighter. Shift from scarcity to abundance. Instead of letting your mind loop on times when you were disappointed, remind yourself of evidence in your past where new investments worked out positively for you. Shift from broken behaviors to rich behaviors. Instead of staying stuck in the broken behaviors that create money shame, anxiety, and more problems, commit to the consistency of a rich behavior every single week. Do you want the high road or do you want the low road? Your power lies in your choice. High worth equals more worth, more wealth, and more freedom. Low worth creates more shame, more anxiety, and more money problems. My ask of you, take today's rich behavior as a step toward getting what you deserve. Focus on the rewards from your baby steps instead of focusing on how hard the first step could be. Find at least the $139 the average person wastes. Make your $100,000 decision. Give yourself an extra $100,000 at retirement. To do so, stop wasting money. To be clear, I'm not saying don't buy Starbucks. I'm asking you to review your expenses to determine which expenses from last month did not add joy to your life. That's how I define waste. Wasteful spending means the expenditure did not advance your goals or experiences. It's time to be smarter with your money so that your money can work harder for you. Today, make your $100,000 decision. Stop wasting money on expenses that don't give you joy. Instead, invest that amount to add your first or next $100,000 that you can use in retirement. If you have 30 years until retirement, then your $100,000 decision means stop wasting $88.22 a month and save that in your retirement account. If you have 25 years until retirement, then your $100,000 decision means stop wasting $131.75 per month and save that into your retirement account. If you have 20 years until retirement, then your $100,000 decision means stop wasting $203.27 a month and save that to your retirement account. If you have 15 years until retirement, then your $100,000 decision means stop wasting $331.62 a month and save it into your retirement account. If you have 10 years until retirement, then your $100,000 decision means stop wasting $603.15 a month and save that into your account. As you can see, the sooner you stop wasting money, the less you have to save a month. Are you ready to make your $100,000 decision? This decision means reallocating a small amount of money from your money drains into saving it so it works to create a significant amount. This decision means reallocating a small amount of money from your money drains into saving it so that you can create a significant amount in the future. This can start your journey to financial freedom. Now that you know today's rich behavior, it's time to make your move. Tell us when you complete today's rich behavior and what richer results you experience because you took today's baby step. Text 888-85-WORTH, 888-85-96784. We want to know how you are increasing your worth, your wealth, and your freedom. I know you're worth it, and I want you to know you're worth it. Most importantly, I want you to behave like you're worth it. If you loved what you learned today, please be sure to hit the follow button so you never miss a future episode, and leave a review to help me reach even more listeners just like you looking to maximize and turn their hard-earned income into more. The High Worth Shift podcast is created and copywritten in partnership with Robin A. Young and Behaving Wealthy. Be sure to rate, review, and follow the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Especially, be sure to rate, review, and follow the podcast if you really liked it. My promise to you is in every episode to give you one rich behavior that can yield you 3 times richer results. That gives you a 300% return on your time spent with me. Remember, richer results are on the other side of today's rich behavior. You are worth more. It's time to make your move.